Okay. Hi, I'm Lily Boyd. I've been here for 4 years now. Um, yeah, I'm in TV and media. I'm a TV4. My favorite part of TV is just having this room to be in and having these people that I talk to every day. Every morning I start off my day in this room. It's just where I feel settled in for the day. I start my school day. I come here and I eat my breakfast in here. I start working on stuff, and it's just a way to ease into the day, I guess. And then also everyone that's in here, it's very much a supportive place. I can come here whenever I need to work on anything, really. And there's always someone in here to work with, talk to, or it's always something to do in here. Asking for forgiveness, not permission, doing stuff and going out of your normal restrictions that you would have not when you're working with media is a big thing. Testing your limits. Honestly, while you're a student, while you're a teenager, it's very easy to say the words, "Oh, I didn't know, I'm sorry, I won't do it again," than it is when you're 30 years old. You can't really be ignorant then. But that only works the first time. If you are constantly doing something and an admin is constantly telling you no, and you can't always be "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." And I'm not telling you to be "Oh, break the law and then just say sorry." No, I'm talking about stepping a little out of your comfort zone. Favorite memory, I guess, would just be, I don't know, all of it. I've been here for 4 years, almost 4 years now. I'm literally crying. When I think of my favorite memories from TV, I think back to really the golden era. Most of us TV4s think of is when we were in TV2 all together, because that is the last time that we really felt all together in a class. Because think TV3, yeah, we were all together and it was really fun. I really liked being in TV3, but it was online. It wasn't as personal. We were still really close in TV3. We had a big group chat. We talked all the time. We met on Zoom stuff. Even sometimes we would meet outside of class and in actual person, not the whole class, but groups of us to work on projects. So that was really nice. We were still really close, but it wasn't the same as TV2. Yeah, TV2 was the last time that we were really the big class. We actually had a class. We were working on the show every day. It was great. It was a lot of people that were in that class that left from graduating from TV2 to TV3. They weren't there because they graduated or because they left or, and then the number got even smaller when we went from TV3 to TV4. These are waterwork questions. How do I think I've grown? As an artist, I've definitely seen my work grow. TV1, you're kind of just doing projects. They're just very simple projects, nothing really artistic behind them. Yeah, you can take creative liberties and all that, but not really creating your own projects, really. You don't have as much freedom because, they're simpler projects. TV2, you start doing the show, which is more strict scheduled work. It's not creative really. Then also on the side, you're starting to do your own creative projects. You're starting to learn how to do narratives. You're learning about different techniques of shots and all that. And that's really when you start incorporating art and style into film. So TV2 is definitely when I started growing artistically, and then TV3 and TV3 you find some stuff that you're interested in. And I don't think I've ever been as artistic in my life as I am now because of this class. I gained a lot of new interests and new ways of thinking of art. I think I could call myself an artist now. Personally, I've gained a lot of independence and leadership because of this class. When you're working in the studio, you're working a job. It's very much a work setting, and learning how to work with people, learning how to lead people, learning how to just do all these things is huge in this class. I would recommend TV to freshmen. I would recommend it as, a path, or even sophomores, a path. You go from TV1 to TV2 to TV3 to TV4. I mean, it's structure in your life. Having the consistency of something you're in throughout the entire 4 years of your high school, it's a journey. You know what you're gonna take. You don't have to ever sit and be like, oh, what elective am I gonna take? Oh no, like how do I fill my schedule? And you're like, oh, I'm gonna put TV down. For older students, I'd still recommend it. I mean, TV1 is a little rough to get by because there's a lot of people that take this class just for an easy A, which it really isn't that much of an easy A. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to get stuff done if you have the work ethic for it. Like, if you actually want to be here, it's not a hard class. But if you're just here to not care, you're just here to watch movies, you're here to get an easy A, you're here, it's not gonna be fun. But if you come with a nice attitude, like the right attitude of like, oh, I'm actually interested in this stuff, it's really worth it. That was not fun to work on. My experimental film, Malum and Say, was not fun to work with, you know? And I had to plan everything, and everyone was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And we shot at my house, which is so stressful. Like, you have to clean the house and make it a set. Ugh, no, not fun. Okay, I think my favorite project that I've ever worked on actually might be Malum and Say. I think it's a project that I might be most proud of because of how it looked, how it happened, all of that. I mean, some people, like, they think it's weird, they think it's, like, cringy or whatever, but because it's weird. It's, like, off-putting, it's not comfortable. People laugh at it, but you can tell it's like an uncomfortable laugh, and I love it. I love that. It was not fun to work on. It was not fun to work on at all. It was super stressful. It was horrible. Yeah, I was constantly like really strung out and all over the place, but actually I really liked how the first version came out. And we had to meet a 5-minute time minimum, and we did not meet that, so we had to add in a bunch of random stuff to meet the minimum. I think it's one of my best works I've done.
Cool, thank you.
I'm literally gonna cry. I'm gonna go and sit and cry.
60 Seconds with C.S. Anderson and Silly Soyd. I'm C.S. Anderson.
And I'm Silly Soyd.
And we're here to give you 60 seconds of important news. Let's get into it.
80 clowns are tragically killed in a one-car pileup over the weekend. The driver was one of our own TV students, Harley Quigley. Unfortunately, they were found dead on the scene. Despite the car's combustion, we were able to obtain an audio recording from the inside of the car at the scene. A word of caution, the following clip is disturbing.
I wrote this song 'cause he's a great principal. I made this whole thing, yeah, it's an original. And why on earth would I spend like 4 hours composing a song for a segment that was supposed to be an easy A?
So last week was Principal Appreciation Week. But I was unaware of this 'cause like no one really mentioned it to me. And even just now I looked it up. What month it is, no one seems to agree. I wanna give a shout out to our principal. And I'm sorry, it's a little late. Next time, admin send me the date. But anyways, Mr.